Hello, virtual friends. Welcome back. Today is January 19th, 2021. Let's go ahead and get started with what we have going on today in reading. So I'm going to introduce you your Spelling 12 list. I do suggest that you have a paper and pencil for today because you might want to write down what's going on. It might help you, wink, wink, with your assignment you got later. We are going to be reading through the poem, A Man Named Martin, and then I will give you a little preview of what you have going on for your assignment today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So here, oh, there we go. Clicked a little too fast. Here is your Spelling 12 list. I'm going to read through them for you. So here we go. All right, number 1 is human, human. Number 2 is exact, exact. Number 3 is award, award. Number 4 is behave, behave. Number 5 is credit, credit. Number 6 is basic, basic. Number 7 is vivid, vivid. Number 8 is evil, evil. Number 9 is nation, nation. Number 10 is robot, robot. Number 11 is panic, panic. Number 12 is custom, custom. Number 13 is select, select. Number 14 is cousin, cousin. And number 15 is item, item. So this spelling list is going to be in your class materials under the reading and ELA section inside the spelling folder, so that when you guys need to refer back to it throughout the week, it will be right there for you. All right, so here is our poem for today because it is poem day. Let's move this out of the way. Our poem today is called A Man Named Martin, and it is about Martin Luther King Jr. because yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So let's go ahead and read through it, and we will start to identify all of our poetry aspects. A man named Martin. Born in 1929, Martin knew he wanted to change the line that separated black and white. It never did feel just right. After receiving an education, he worked to end segregation. Sit-ins, protests, and Montgomery bus boycotts were all battles that had to be fought. While some called for violence, Martin did not stay silent. Peace is the way, he would always say. A march in Washington, D.C. he led. I have a dream, he said. Martin believed his dream would come true, so he fought for me and for you. Martin is no longer here, but please do not fear. We can still honor Dr. King by working for peace and letting freedom ring. All right, my friends, so we are going to go and review some of our poetry. Here we go, move that again. So what we reviewed last week when we talked about our poetry was point of view and theme. Now today we are going to talk about homophones and multiple meaning words. So let's get going. Homophones are words that sound the same but have different spellings and meanings. So I have a bunch of examples here on this picture for you, such as pair and pair. The first pair refers to a pair of socks. The second pair refers to a pear, like the fruit. Then we have one and one. This one refers to I won a trophy. This one refers to my baby sister turned 1. Then there is C and C. This C refers to I can see out of my glasses. This C refers to, oh, look out at the sea as it crashes up onto the beach. Then we're going to do multiple meaning words. So multiple meaning words are words that they have more than one meaning. So for instance, plant. Now there's the noun version of plant that is a living thing with roots, stems, and leaves. And then there is the verb, which is to place a seed in the ground so that it can grow. So, oh, look at my plant collection. I have so many plants. oh, I want to go plant some flowers outside. It would just look so nice to plant some flowers. We are going to practice finding homophones and multiple meaning words and looking at the theme and looking at the point of view of the poem that we read today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I am only going to do a little bit of it because your assignment today is to find the rest of it, meaning the rest of the homophones, the multiple meaning words, the point of view, and the theme, and just knocking all that out. So first, let's look at what our point of view is. So remember that first person, that one has the keywords of I, me, and my. It's where the character is telling the story. Now, does this poem sound like the character, which would be Martin Luther King Jr.? Does it sound like he's telling the story? No, it's not first person. Now, what about second person, which has the keywords of you, your? Do we see a lot of those keywords? And does it sound like it's an informational how-to kind of poem? No, right again. It's not second person. So that must leave us third person. But we need to find our evidence to back up that it's third person. Now, third person refers to when someone else is telling the story. Okay, does it sound like someone else is telling the story? Yeah, it kind of does, but let's look for our key words. So let's look back at what those key words are. She, them, they, and he. So let's see if we can find our key words, which we will highlight. All right, so just right here in line 2, I found he. Found another he. So look here, we're getting a lot of he's, but let's see if they keep going. Oh, there's another one. There's another. Here's his, which would also go with it. Oh, here's he again. Very good. And also, since we're talking about Martin, it's okay if we look at to the fact that it's talking about somebody else. But do you see how many he's we have or his? That definitely tells us that it is indeed third person. So we're going to write a 3 up here so we know. Oh, that yellow is really light. All right, so then we are going to kind of talk about what the theme is. Now, here's the thing. On your assignment, I want you guys to tell me what the theme is. So I suggest that you guys take a minute and you read through this poem again and you write down how it makes you feel. How does it make you feel? What do you feel that the theme is trying to, like, what do you think it's trying to tell you? How should it make you feel? What is going on to where, okay, that is definitely the theme of this. And there's no right or wrong because there's a good couple of themes that could definitely go with this. So go ahead and pause the video and write down how this makes you feel. How does this poem make you feel and what theme do you think it could be? So go ahead and pause the video and do that. All right, now that you got your theme, let's start practicing some homophones. Now, homophones, remember, they are words that have the same sound but different spelling and different meaning. So let's, you know what? We're forgetting something. We need to identify the lines and the stanzas of our poem here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now each line on our poem is each sentence. So we have, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's fix that. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, awesome. So we have 20 lines in our poem. Now let's look at how many stanzas we have. So let's get this darker red here. Now stanzas are each paragraph or each section of the poem. So here is 1. Here is 2. Here is 3. Here is 4. And here is 5. So we have 5 total stanzas. So 5 sections to our poem, and we have 20 lines. So now we can finally get on with looking for our homophones. So remember, like I said, homophones are the words that have the same sound but different spelling and different meaning. So let's go ahead and look through each line. Born in 1929. No, not quite. Martin knew he wanted to change the line. The line that separated black and white. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, let's see. Is there maybe a homophone in here? Let's take a second and look at lines 2 and 3. Martin knew he wanted to change the line that separated black and white. All right. Well, let's keep going. I want to ask you, what does the word separated mean? I want you guys to take a second and pause the video and write down what you think the word separated means. Go ahead and pause it and write that down for me. All right, let's go ahead and continue. So now we're at line 4. It never did feel just right. Well, there's a homophone, right. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to write down the word right, okay? What does this word right mean? What does this right mean? So this right could mean that you are going to the right, or it could mean you're doing what is right. And then there's also right, like you're writing down your notes right now. So this is why this is a homophone, is because there's this right, like you are going the right way or you're turning right. And then you have right, like I am writing down on my notes. Okay, so make sure you write down both of those for me, wink, wink. And let's keep going. After receiving an education, he worked to end segregation. Sit-ins, protests, and Montgomery bus boycotts were all battles that had to be fought. Okay, let's keep going. While some called for violence, Martin did not stay silent. Peace is the way, he would always say. A march in Washington, D.C. he led. I have a dream, he said. Martin believed his dream would come true, so he fought for me and for you. Let's keep going. Martin is no longer here, but please do not fear. We can still honor Dr. King by working for peace and letting freedom ring. Well, let's look over and see. Can we find any more homophones? Do we see any more? Let's take a second and look. While you're looking and deciding, let's go ahead and look for some multiple meaning words. Now remember, I'm not going to give you every homophone and every multiple meaning word. I do want you guys to try and find them. So let's see if we can find any multiple meaning words. Let's start over in stanza 1 on line 1. Born in 1929, Martin knew he wanted to change the line. The line that separated black and white, it never did feel just right. I think I see a multiple meaning word. The word line. Now, as we read through this stanza, and we saw that in line 3, it also has the word line. And this line refers to the line that separates black and white. So what meaning do you think this line refers to? This line refers to separating something. So you have the line that separates black and white. Okay. Now what's the other line though? What makes this a multiple meaning word? What is the other line definition? What is it? What does it mean? So think about it. Very good. So this line can also mean you're standing in line. You're standing in line to get popcorn at the movies. You're standing in line at the grocery store to check out. You're standing in a line, not a figurative line or a make-believe line that's not there, which is what is referred to in this poem. So what I want you to do is I want you to continue looking throughout the poem for any other homophones and any other multiple meaning words, and you are going to identify them and answer my questions that I have about this poem in the assignment today. So if you guys need anything or you have any questions or you need a little bit of help, you know, you can always call upon me and I will do my best to help you guys. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.